的男人在来到 City 双皮是有新的热乎潮，嗨，这里是的臭臭潮，我运动前扫扫血，是的，他家的脑筋冲路，来自的是熊熊说起来到 City 是好比在哪里出手。
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. And, you know, when I was a kid, my parents couldn't afford Legos. It was, even back then, in the early 90s, very expensive. Maybe I had a few of the random, multi-blocks that came in like a big Lego brick, yellow or red or something like that. And you had a couple of green pieces, starter pieces, and you would build some things, and then you'd leave Legos on the floor, and then your dad would step on them, and then he'd throw you in the pool. That was a fond memory of mine. Now that I'm older, my wife greatly enjoys Legos. In fact, she has spent thousands of dollars accumulating a massive collection. She buys almost every major Lego release, including the ones that are many hundreds of dollars. For those of you that have watched my channel before, you know that I have, in some cases, it's not there right now, the Lego Firehouse from Ghostbusters. It's one of my favorite pieces that she's built. Modern day Legos are very expensive. They are an item exclusively for upper middle class kids. You buy a simple Lego set, $30 to $60. Some of them in the many hundreds of dollars. And for Lego to quietly do what they did this week is disgusting. It is pathetic, and it makes me strongly reconsider ever buying a single product from them ever again. They sent out an email, effective immediately. In light of recent events, Lego has requested the below products to be removed from any websites and marketing ASAP. What could these products be? Would you think, oh boy, they must be damaged or defective? No. Let me give you a few SKUs that they've removed. Downtown Fire Station, Police Station, Donut Shop, Sky Police and Air Base, Fire Station, Fire Plane. By the way, my wife owns all of these. Fire Helicopter Rescue, Fire Chief Respondent Truck, Police Dog Unit, Sky Police Jet Patrol, Forest Fire, Police Bike, Police Station, the White House, Police Pursuit, and many others. Because of the actions of a few bad men, what Lego is doing here is essentially painting all firemen, policemen, and city servants as something they need to hide, that they don't want kids to see in a good light.
Don't you know what monsters they are? They're evil, all of them. They and all who associate with them must be exterminated.
When I grew up, I understand that it's different for everybody, okay? And that when you grow up in rough neighborhoods, you don't have the relationship that I had when I was young. When I was young, you used to chase down police cars and ask them if they had baseball cards. They used to roll around with these baseball cards. Anyone else, I'm sure many towns did it, but if you were from Wisconsin, you probably remember this. It would have been probably in the 90s. I don't know. Maybe they still do it. Who knows? But I remember every time I saw a police car, I'd chase after him. Baseball cards. And sometimes they'd pull over and give you a baseball card. And it was very cool. And yeah, now that I'm older and more cynical, it was clearly a marketing ploy, but it worked. I always had positive interactions with law enforcement. And the fact of the matter is, 99% of law enforcement are good people wanting to do the right thing. In fact, that percentage is probably higher than that. The system is broken. I believe that immediately there should be a system in place that removes people. If you have complaints against you, uses of excessive force, off the streets immediately. The system is broken, but you can't fix it by trying to hide it. You can't look at statistics and say, well, but there are reasons for that. You can't hide from facts. And the fact of the matter is, Lego is betraying the people, not just in the fire department, but in the police department and many others. For what? They're afraid of bad optics. In this way, they're tacitly judging all police force and all fire departments. And it's pathetic. Brands are cowards. They want to jump in line for the first and most generally accepted marketing play, which right now is empty virtue signal, Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. We're upset as you. Please remember our brand next time you're in your local convenience store. Some brands are going a little further, donating large sums of money to charities, and that's great for tweets, retweets. But, you know, when Square Enix donates $250,000 to Black Lives Matter, and when Disney donates millions, this isn't an admonishment of these particular charities, but just a fact of almost all charities. How much of that money do you think trickles down to the communities that have been torn apart right now? How much of that money is going to make it through these corrupt charity organizations, like almost all are? How much of that money is going to make it to actual black folks? People who need their cities rebuilt after they were burned to the ground in the past several weeks. 3 cents on every dollar? 4 cents on every dollar?
So how much did we get? Well, we didn't get everything that we wanted, but we negotiated hard and we got these coupons to Bennigan's and free bubblegum for every Canadian.
That would actually be a decently high mark for a lot of charities in the United States. But thank God Lego took the time to hide all of the fire plane and fire station and Sky Police Air Force and Donut Shop and the White House, because God forbid kids ever see these people, these men and women with families and children of their own, as anything human. They should be hidden. Originally published June 2nd. The toy book has received a copy of an email sent to affiliate marketers. Now, an affiliate marketer is somebody, say I have a website. Like, you know, when I say, hey, Dollar Shave Club, whatever, or manscaped.com, and I give a link, affiliate marketers usually get a chunk of those sales. YouTubers, I don't know. I don't get a chunk of the sales. But when people, if Manscaped, you know, they'll pay me for a certain number of ads, and obviously behind the scenes, they need to make X dollars more than they pay me, or they don't stick around. Affiliate marketers, you know, these ads here on these websites are probably affiliate tracking links, and they'll take a small percentage, which is fine. I have many large clients that built empires doing this. The toy book has received a copy of an email sent to affiliate marketers by Rakuten Linkshare on behalf of Lego Group. The email requests the removal of products listing features and more than 30 Lego building sets, minifigures, and accessories that include representation of police officers, firefighters, criminals, emergency vehicles, and buildings. Sets include Lego City, and by the way, I don't know, I guess some of these might have criminals in them. I don't know, maybe a single figurine. And we can see what Brickloft here says. We can look at, you know, some of this ridiculous, I mean, these people are just, this is not going to change anything. In fact, I find it far more disrespectful. Brickloft saying, hey, Lego Group, can you elaborate? Is this because of the Blackout Tuesday? We firmly believe in the current political movement for Lego's police, fire, and rescue have been the very best example of how to protect and rescue fellow minifigs and kids playing. What kind of message are you making here? I'm okay. Would it be, I guess this answers my question, would be better if you'd posted this yesterday. And here is Lego with the empty gray on black background. We stand with the black community. Yes, removing Legos for sale, $70 Lego sets, sure is going to end racism. But you know why they did it? 159,000 likes. Thanks, brand. Thanks for being our moral compass. Thanks for telling us what we should and shouldn't buy. Now, it's your product. You have every right to do it, right? You have every right to do it. But I don't like it. I think it's pathetic. I think it's cowardly. See Matt Brick Gallery saying Lego is the ideal world. That world will be crushed once a kid uses the minifigures and reenacts what they're seeing on TV, and it's sad. I mean, I feel you. We need brave activists and leaders, not police. But I always thought the minifigs represent the ideal world. Never thought to compare Lego City Police to the cops I see in video tweets. Not to mention fire rescue. That's why I was surprised. But for many kids, I don't think hiding things. These are the very same people, all right? You got to pick a side. The very same people that said it was stunning and brave for Nickelodeon to air 9 minutes of breathing during children's cartoon programming. If people want to say that's stunning and brave, I guess, the argument there is that it starts a conversation, right? We're so stunning and brave. We're the Cartoon Network. We want to force families to have tough conversations. That's why they pay us in their minds. Well, why remove these Lego figures then? Don't you think it would be good to have a conversation, to spark a conversation with families over what's actually going on out there? Maybe using your tool, your toy, as a learning tool for their children. I mean, perhaps, maybe this toy used for children could be used to have tough conversations with them. But I'm sure appeasing the mob while also protecting your brand, because you don't want ads for these things out there because people might meme on them, that's more important to you. More hollow words from a brand. Congratulations, Lego. You're pathetic.